Here comes Watkins. Kicking it to the corner. That three won't go for the freshman Smith. The offensive board and a chance here for Iriafen, who puts it in. Plus the foul. Kiki Iriafen with a chance for three.
Really nice job to get to the offensive glass. And then there's two players around her. Look at her just compete. Tips the ball to herself, goes middle, comes right back. That's where the help defender is, and she can get through him anyway. I love it.
Finds Todd Williams. Her corner pop. Off. Rebound whacked out of there and grabbed by Smith. Here is Watkins in transition where she's so dangerous for the layup and the foul.
Another big transfer that came in. Iriafen from Stanford. Von Oelhoffen from Oregon State. Kennedy Smith drains a three. And the Trojans are rolling offensively early. Trojans quick. Von Oelhoffen to Marshall. Back inside Iriafen. Shea fights a defender off and lays it up and in. Mustangs have never beaten the Trojans. 0 for 3 in 3 meetings, including one last year. Inside Watkins has the smaller Gooseby on her. Flips it up and in. Reverse layup good for Juju Watkins.
Ball's on the deck, picked up here by CSUN. The pitch ahead, deflected, stolen away by Watkins. Here's Watkins against Esmajo. Oh, the little Euro step, and Watkins gets the bucket. There defensively. How about this play, Thomas?
Grabs it and just does what Juju Watkins does.
Samuels, the former track star out of the Pacific Northwest. Here's a corner three, good from Howell. Gets it over to Rapp. Rapp right back to Pollard. One of our players to watch here this afternoon. Pollard being guarded by Watkins. Nice backdoor, but Marshall the eliminator. Watkins. Von Oelhoffen. The triple is good. Coming off her best offensive performance as a Trojan the other night. She had 13 points. Heckle, Smith, Howell, Watkins, and Iriafen on the floor for SC. Watkins flashes right to the low block. Bucket and the foul.
Getting the first possession for the Irish. We talked about that 1-2 punch in the backcourt. Hidalgo and Miles. Miles taking it to the cup and blocked by Rhea Marshall.
But what a sequence defensively here for Marshall. You see the drive by Miles. They want to force her middle into the help, and Marshall is right there at the rim to contest.
So we're starting to see a theme here. Both teams right now have 2 point guards on the floor to start this match, Zora.
Both Kaylee Heckle and Kennedy Smith, a big part of the freshmen that have come in.
I love the pass from Von Oelhoffen, though. She felt the double team with her back to the basket like a post-up player. And got a wide open look.
Great ball fake. That was Schmidt.
A problem on the weak side rebounding, and CBU doing a great job of just getting there to the boards and finishing.
Minute remaining, first quarter. It's been all USC, and they continue with a 29-11 lead.
Well, USC, so many weapons. Don't leave Von Oelhoffen. She will trigger it.
Samuels picks up that dribble. Now it's Howell dumping it inside. Extra pass. Got to shoot. And how about that to beat the shot clock buzzer, Samuels? Stripped. Run out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Oh! Akun Wafo!
Wow! Boy, in this crowd, and Kelly Graves, the hands palms up saying, really? I mean,
let's take a look.
I'll tell you what, though. I love how Akun Wafo's running the floor today.
Oh, man.
Got that shoulder. Crowd's watching the replay. Let's see if Fresno State can take away the space is what they're hoping to do. And the size, though, you can see USA's game plan is to utilize the length.
She can get rid of it to an open player, and the rest of USC is going to have to move the ball and get an open look.
Rhea Marshall with the block, the reverse, stuffed right back. And now USC, this is the tempo and the pace they want to push.
Juju looking to run. Watkins in transition, double teamed in the corner, loses it, gets it back, and the finger roll is a beauty. Nowhere to go, bounce pass underneath. Trying to find some room as Adams throws it away. Heckle with it, coming back the other way. Around the defense, Heckle all the way, lay it up and in.
Speech about the extra effort play.
How about Juju Watkins there getting the hand in and then leading the run out to score.
That's 94 feet of Juju Watkins.
Nasser on the defense and turning it into offense. Look at those hands by Juju Watkins. The quick get ahead. She can finish so smooth with her physical.
On Olhoffen, nice entry feed. Iriafen, quick ball movement. Off the spin. That does go for Avery Howell.
Coming back after an extended absence, you're playing UConn on the road, and you hit 3 threes. That's impressive for a freshman. Watkins!
Can also score, so Kennedy Smith going to get a lot of minutes. Watkins wanted the foul.
She's been a senior rock out of Springboro, Ohio, on a team with a whole lot of freshmen. Watkins answers for 3 coming off the timeout. Here, turnover on the inbounds.
Both coaches going into some depth. Yeah, and there's Avery Howell too. Juju elevates.
Georgia Tech team, and they stayed right with them on the boards. A very long team as well.
Iriafen blocking Markowski. Inside, all the footwork.
Well, clear out for Iriafen. Kennedy Smith to the rim. Banker's good. But a good look. Adams all the way. Swatted away by Akunwafu. And back comes Samuels for Heckel for the 2.
Coach Goff have immense trust in Juju to play her when she's in foul trouble. Her body control and her discipline is unmatched as Heckel. A season high against Iowa.
Well, look, inside out. You can't help too deep because Kelsey is a machine. Her motor is something that Brenda Fries told us she has never doubted. So she just had to remind her of what she needed to bring to the table.
Oh, Juju Watkins.
Merkel against Marshall. Blocked! Number 3 in program history in block shots is Rhea Marshall. Iriafen, it's good.
Oh, smart.
Von Olhoffen using a defender.
She's the inbounder. Now watch. She'll throw this ball off the bum of Cam Rust.
And then after that, she jokingly said barbecue chicken the rest of the way.
And you can tell. You can see where her IQ has grown because it's in her efficiency.
Back and forth we go, turnover for turnover.
Yeah, that's a good early post-up by Strickland, but Rhea Marshall.
First one, if they credit her with it, there were a couple Trojans in the mix.
2 blocks, 2.5 steals as well, leads the conference in steals. Watkins alley-oop, why not?
Perfect execution off the screen and roll. Jones facilitating, draws 2.
A lot of time for Watkins. Rebound to Marshall. She gets that one and one opportunity. And this is where USC is hard to guard in transition. Workout shot for Watkins. A couple minutes into this one. Von Olhoffen driving kick. Smith off on that 3-point attempt. Juju Watkins gets the rebound. A couple threes up. That one goes. Von Olhoffen. And a great start for the Trojans. A couple threes have gone in. They have an...
Yeah, Avery Howell was just named Big Ten Freshman of the Week.
Kiki Iriafen just takes it off the backboard. And one opportunity for Iriafen.
Yeah, early in this game, Zora, the size differential inside.
Juju Watkins with a deep breath and a slow trot and a pull-up. She needed it, and so did her team.
Some staunch defense. Look at Iowa right here, mixing it up, sticking with that zone right there in rotation.
Oh, that is just filthy from Juju.
And she attacked that second line of defense.
Faces because she spent a lot of time on the sidelines at UConn. She's also the head coach at Boston University. Nice find to Iriafen from Rhea Marshall. Some high-low action.
Like a lack of defense there. Lindsey Gottlieb, good answer by Kennedy Smith, but on the other end, Lindsey Gottlieb didn't like their...
As Juju sizing up a shot, starting her move. Watkins drive and kick, got it to the corner. Kennedy Smith rips it. They've hit 2 threes and 4 free throws. That's a Panera joke.
Oh.
Kennedy Smith, a willing shooter, will lob it instead. Iriafen, it did fall down. And a timeout, Buckeyes, the largest lead.
Watkins looking for something, keeps the dribble alive somehow. The poise, 2 threes. Uh-oh, you called it, Kim. And a couple from the outside, too. How did she stay with it? And then just pulls up on him, cold. Von Olafen to Akunwafo. You got to recognize how much time is left. Von Olafen gets it off in time. Oh! Off the backboard. Just how they drew it up, huh? Talk about momentum.
I mean, it looks like nothing was going.
Just off the front rim there. It was online. Here comes Watkins, ultra dangerous in transition, weaving through the defense. Juju Watkins.
Nobody better at controlling the pace. Truly all by herself. She gets up the court so quick. She's a really key part of the offense. And the more guards you have, typically the more offensive firepower you have too.
See if Juju can get going. She has 8 on USC's second 3 of the game.
And no matter what Washington is throwing at Juju, a double pass away, and then find.
Van Sluten gets it to Tate. She's in attack mode, using that pivot foot, met at the rim by Watkins.
Juju Swatkins in that UCLA meeting. She had 8, like a 1. Here comes the trap. Now it's more of a 1-2-2.
The Trojans get out of it. Got a runway for Juju Watkins. Lands safely.
Large part of games, a 1-2-2, aggressively trapping. But the danger with this is you have a player like Juju Watkins who is at her best in the open.
Bostic doesn't take many of them, but shoots a pretty good percentage, given the average of about one a game. Here's Smith. Oh, she knew it when she let it go. Watkins fighting through screens and is able to get that long rebound after Wallace couldn't hit it. On the attack, the step through.
8 of them against UCLA, and then finishing on the other end. Look at her.
Big strength of UCLA, so those second chance opportunities is something that USC needs to be very mindful of.
Oh boy, Juju Watkins. On Olhoffen starts her move. She'll kick it out. Another jumper for Marshall. This one won't fall. Iriafen's got the rebound. Got it back, and there's 2 down low. Rhea Marshall.
There's a reason these are the number 2 and number 4 teams in the country.
Juju got caught midair, got the kick out, and then picks up 3 and a foul from the wing. Von Olhoffen drops it in.
And Von Olhoffen is such an important piece to this team, especially.
Well, she's incredibly strong, not afraid to go in against the bigs.
And it took 4 minutes. You knew it wouldn't be much longer before Juju Watkins got her first points of the day.
Multiple defenders. Teams have to decide, how are we going to guard this player? Are we going to help? Are we going to come over? One thing, though, for Indiana, they didn't want to get into any kind of foul trouble. And this player here, Juju Watkins, is so good at over Rhea Marshall. Out with illness. Certainly hope she can make her way back.
Here's Juju Watkins forcing the defense, turning it into offense.
Wards did not play. And the Wolverines feel like they have a solid chance here, but the lob inside goes to Kiki Iriafen, excellently executed.
Kiki Iriafen, look at her doing her work early in terms of holding her position. There's
Marshall back into the game, did not play in the quarterfinals due to illness. Here is Howell letting it fly and sinking a 3, the first today.
Big Ten Player of the Year. Well, she leads the Big Ten in scoring. And Leah Samuels she does, picks the pocket. Iriafen with the finish, but that all. Watkins with the crossover, charging towards the pockets.
She's got 8 seconds on the shot clock to work with. Gives it up. Pump fake by Howell, who's in trouble. Back to Samuels, who lets it fly. Oh, wow.